Hello friends. Today we will discuss about impact of social media on education. Nowadays, right from junior KG to higher education, all the students they are using social media in effective manner. And in teaching learning process, nowadays it is helpful if we take it positively and if we use it for teaching learning purpose. Social media can make big impact. It can make big difference in life of students. Teachers can use it for blogging, can use for quiz, some examination. They can create some blogs like Kahoots app. They can use for good education to the students in the classroom situations also. We can create some audio video of teaching learning. Social media can be used to give assignments to the students, homework, and some educational projects also, and digital storytelling. So a few examples I have quoted here. What types of media you used most often? So every teacher must ask question to herself or himself that what is that media that I am using most oftenly, and am I using it for teaching purpose? Or a student may ask, am I using it for learning purpose? What types of news and information media do you access most often? That is the important question you have to ask yourself. TV, radio, newspaper, online media, social media, and what social media networks do you use? Because it really makes difference that what kind of social media you are using and for what purpose. For example, a child is using social media or any electronic gadget just for entertainment or for playing games, it will not support you in any positive manner. But if a child is using some educational games, if a child is using it for learning purpose, to learn new concepts and to learn new things in syllabus and curriculum, then it will definitely help that child. So here I got very interesting thing on Google. 2008 US presidential election, first social media election. It was called as first social media election because all the voters they were informed on social media and it could get many followers. Barack Obama Twitter followers you can see 2008, 2015, and Facebook followers. So Barack Obama could become president of USA. It's all impact of social media who could spread the message amongst people, and many followers he got. So this is one of the example of social media, that how it can impact on minds of people. 2012 US presidential election, social media established as a vital campaign tool for politicians and voters because it is the social media that create greater impact on the mind of a common man. And all of you know the example in India, use of social media to be India's Prime Minister. Ab ki baar Modi Sarkar, all of us remember that slogan, and so many things coming up on social media, and social media spread this word and you know the result. So always there is a question in my mind. So many researches are done on social media, the good impact and bad impact, or how it can be useful for teaching. If you search on Google or on YouTube, you will get thousands of videos that how social media can impact on minds of children and how we can use it in teaching learning process. There are so many technology tools coming up that teachers can use. So are we using our researches? That is the biggest question I always have on my thinking. How do you people use social media? This is one of the survey in UK. 6 in 10 children aged 12 to 15 use the internet on their own most of the time. 70% of UK children between age group of 12 to 15 who online have a social media profile. That means they have their own social media profile and they use internet on their own. Are there generational similarities and differences in how we use social media? So awareness is very necessary here in friends, because if small children they are aware that what to see, what to watch, it's always good. But if they are not aware of all the risks in it, it will be harmful for them also. I rights will inform 21st century citizens. You must know I have taken this from iRights.uk slide. iRights seeks to make the digital world a more transparent and empowering place for children and young people. Under 18, by delivering a universal framework of digital rights, in order that young people are able to access digital technologies creatively, knowledgeably, and fearlessly. These three aspects are very much important. They must use their creativity while searching something, they must get knowledge, and they should be fearless. That is the important aspect. The 5 I rights are the right to remove, the right to know, the right to safety and support, the right to informed and conscious choices, the right to digital literacy. So these are 5 I rights. This is the transition phase in relation to standards, opportunities, and multiple domains. Because from one generation to other generation, if something get passes, there is always transition phase, and we must find out the opportunities from multiple domains, and we must raise the standard of education by getting good use of social media. And here you can see in this figure global exchange program. These programs are very much helping. In this global exchange program, some students from different countries, they go to other countries and they get exposure, they learn new things, and they come to know that what kind of situation, what kind of education is there in other country. The online projects encourage students to collaborate, cooperate, and communicate with the students all over the world. This use of cyberspace has led to the globalization of education. So this is one of the important aspect of using internet and using technology. So that's for the day. Thank you so much.